Timeless fall decor tips with vintage style. There's something deeply comforting about fall. The crisp air, the golden light, and the way everything seems to slow down just a little. As the seasons shift, it's the perfect time to bring that nostalgic warmth indoors with vintage-inspired fall decor. Whether you're dreaming of cozy textures, antique charm, or colors that whisper of yesteryear, embracing vintage style this season can create a home that feels rich in memories and timeless beauty. And the best part? You don't need to spend a fortune. These ideas are about using what you love, layering meaning into every detail, and making your home feel like a heartfelt hug. Let's take a relaxed stroll through these timeless fall decor tips together. No pressure, no perfectionism, just beautiful, intentional design that tells your story. Whether you're a longtime vintage enthusiast or just starting to explore the charm of the past, there's something here for everyone. These aren't just decorating ideas, they're little ways to create warmth, nostalgia, and soul in your space. Layer with antique quilts and textiles. There's nothing quite like the comfort of an old quilt draped across a sofa or the foot of your bed. Vintage textiles, from faded floral pillowcases to hand-stitched throws, add depth, texture, and heart to your fall decor. You can find them at flea markets, thrift stores, or even tucked away in your grandma's closet. Mix and match patterns and don't worry about perfect condition. That slight wear and tear? That's history woven into your home. These layers tell stories and instantly make your space feel lived in and loved. Use vintage crockery for seasonal vignettes. Fall is the perfect time to let your vintage plates, pitchers, and teacups take center stage. Line open shelves with mismatched ceramics or create small vignettes on your coffee table with a bundle of dried wheat tucked into a chipped enamel jug. These old pieces carry charm and history that modern items just can't replicate. And by using them as decor, you breathe new life into forgotten treasures. It's not just decorating, it's storytelling. Bring warmth with amber glass and brass accents. One of the simplest ways to invite fall into your home is through color and light. Amber glass bottles, vintage brass candlesticks, and warm-toned trinkets can create a golden glow that feels like autumn sunlight indoors. Cluster them on a mantel, windowsill, or entryway table. When paired with candlelight or fairy lights, these pieces cast the most heartwarming, timeless sparkle. It's cozy elegance in the most approachable way. Incorporate time-worn books and rustic shelves. Stacking vintage books or arranging them spine-in on rustic shelves is a subtle yet impactful way to layer in fall vibes. Look for cloth-bound classics with warm tones like burnt orange, mustard yellow, or earthy brown. Not only do they add visual interest, but they also create that charming old library feel that pairs perfectly with chilly autumn days and mugs of hot tea. It's about creating quiet, soul-soothing corners in your home. Repurpose old frames and mirrors. Fall is all about reflection and coziness, and what better way to echo that than with antique mirrors and frames? Look for ornate gilded frames or distressed wood ones at secondhand stores. Even empty, they're beautiful when hung in groups or leaned casually against the wall. You can frame pressed autumn leaves, handwritten recipes, or vintage postcards to personalize your space in a meaningful, timeless way. Display dried florals in vintage vessels. Swap out summer blooms for dried florals like eucalyptus, lavender, pampas grass, or even dried hydrangeas. Place them in vintage tins, mason jars, or old vases with character. These arrangements last all season and bring a soft, aged elegance to any room. The textures are so reminiscent of quiet autumn walks, and the neutral tones fit effortlessly with vintage-inspired interiors. Embrace patina in your fall tablescape. For your dining table, think weathered wood, worn silverware, and aged linens. Combine vintage china with modern touches for a layered, collected feel. Use old serving trays or wooden breadboards as centerpieces, add beeswax taper candles, and scatter in-season fruits like pears or figs. A patina-rich tablescape isn't just beautiful. It invites people to gather, linger, and make memories. create a vintage-inspired entryway moment. Your entryway sets the tone for the rest of your home. A small bench with an old plaid blanket, a thrifted basket filled with pine cones or pumpkins, and a vintage coat rack can turn a forgotten corner into a heartfelt welcome. Add a little mirror or framed fall quote, and you've got a cozy space that makes guests and you feel instantly at home. Use candlelight to evoke old-world charm. In the fall, lighting is everything. Trade harsh overheads for warm, flickering candlelight. Vintage candle holders, especially in brass, wrought iron, or wood, set the scene for timeless coziness. Cluster them on your coffee table, dining table, or mantel for that old-world ambience that makes every evening feel like a comforting embrace. Let your decor tell a story. Ultimately, timeless fall decor isn't about trends. It's about creating a home that feels rich with meaning and heart. Choose pieces that remind you of loved ones, your favorite memories, or seasons past. That embroidered pillow you found at a flea market in Vermont? The rocking chair your grandfather used? Let those pieces shine. The charm of vintage fall decorating is that it's beautifully imperfect and deeply personal. Conclusion. Bringing vintage style into your fall decor isn't about recreating a magazine spread. It's about building warmth, character, and soul into your home. Each piece, whether it's an old quilt or a thrifted teacup, becomes part of your story. This season, let your decor reflect not just the beauty of autumn, but also the memories and moments that make life feel full. So light a candle, pour a warm drink, and take your time making your space your own. These timeless fall decor ideas are here to guide you gently, and maybe even spark a little joy along the way. Because when your home feels like a place of comfort and history, every day is just a bit more beautiful.